Jerry, I noticed you were sporting that Christmas sweater and hat tonight.
I thought y'all said tonight was our Christmas party.
Oh!
What is going on out there in YouTube land? My name is Chris Work. This is the ProfitDig Construction Show. I'm joined here with my partners Jerry Work and Jeff Spencer. How we doing, fellas?
Good, Chris. How you
Good, man. Doing fantastic. Fantastic. Jerry, I noticed you were sporting that Christmas sweater and hat tonight.
I thought y'all said tonight was our Christmas party.
Too much work to do. Ain't got time to party.
I'm sitting here like a damn idiot, but it's all right.
That's okay. You have a cold beer.
It's right. It's cold beer. It's Christmas time.
Yeah, it is Christmas time.
Spread a little Christmas cheer.
I was about to sing my favorite Christmas song, Tom Petty, but we'll save that for another episode.
We'll hold off.
We'll hold off on that.
As old Bill Monroe used to say, Christmas times are coming.
That's right. Yeah. And it comes fast.
Yeah.
It does indeed.
Shoo. Not only that, I mean, you got 2024 just around the corner. The weather, at least in our area here in the Mid-South, it's getting cold, can be wet.
It's supposed to have rain coming in Friday.
Yeah. It's not ideal for these construction job sites, but let's just say I'm a small contractor and here I am. I'm probably in the middle of some jobs, probably hoping to get some things wrapped up before the snow moves in. Jeff Spencer, what do I need to be looking for? I mean, New Year around the corner. What do I need to do to position myself to make sure I'm off?
Well, one of the first things I would do, would be to look at my backlog. How much work do I have on hand? How much is going to spill over into the 2024 year?
Yeah.
And, usually, sometime late October, early November is when you really need to start looking at that. And take advantage of the wet season. I mean, it's going to be wet, throughout most of the nation through these next few months. And
it's wet for everybody.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's not just you.
Right.
You're not being punished by the construction god,
Even though, you may not be able to be out there and physically be working, because of weather conditions, the bid invites are still coming in. Take advantage of that. Try to bid work, try to stockpile as much work as you can for the oncoming 2024 because mid-March, 1st of April, things should start kicking back off and everybody busy again.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to know, if you've got 50% of the work you done last year already on the books for the next year.
Before, we've heard you say something to the effect of, like, if you're a young contractor trying to grow your business on a day when it's wet and you can't really do any work, go around and visit some GCs and try to.
Yeah. Yes. It's, PR work is just as important as bidding work. You've got to build a relationship and have a starting point somewhere or another. And, like now, most of your bigger GCs, they got pre-qualification. So if you haven't worked for this GC before, the first thing they're going to do is you got to get pre-qualified. You got to give, jobs similar to what they're due, you've done in the past, monetary amounts, size, they want to see that kind of stuff. Have you faulted on any jobs? They want to know that kind of stuff. So when you can actually go in and shake hands and put, a face to a name, that goes a long way in building a relationship. At least for me it does anyway, because 9 times out of 10, that first impression, is where I'm going to make my decision if I want to use you or not. And so if that first impression is really good, I'm like, I feel good about this guy. I think, he may be useful to us, maybe end up being a good sub. I may give him a shot on the job, as long as his pricing's good. But, in my opinion, in my experience, I've been there as a small contractor, and, I've been the one that's in the field physically doing the work. I've been the one at night sitting at home bidding work and working on the bills and everything else. And you want to eventually get to the point where you don't have to do that all the time. You want to be in the office most of the time to where you can bid work, manage your company, and have good quality employees out putting the jobs in and making you money. That's the goal, is to get to where you can grow your company while somebody else does the physical labor.
Yeah.
But you still got to do your work to get to that point. It's not going to come overnight. And
Right.
Building relationships is one of the better things you can do. When you build that relationship, make sure you come through. When you tell a man you're going to do something, make sure you can follow through with it. If you can't, be upfront with him. Like, this has happened, that's happened. I may need a little help from you. I've had a little downfall here, and I'm not going to be able to produce like I thought I would. I need a little help. Don't be ashamed or don't be afraid, because they're going to respect you more in the long run for coming to them and letting them know than they are for you to end up dragging their job out and causing us to lose money.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, so we're kind of talking about marketing, promotional kind of stuff. Like, what else? Like, what do you need to be doing with, I don't know, with your equipment or in your office or anything else while the season is slow?
Oh yeah, maintenance and upkeep. When your equipment's key. Don't wait till the end of the year to do it. If you're using your equipment regular, you've got certain hourly intervals where you need to change your oil, do maintenance. Try to do those pretty close to schedule, because that's what you're making your money with. That's what you're making your living with. If it's broke down, then you're broke down.
Right.
You've got a piece of equipment you're paying for. Now you're renting another piece of equipment while it's being worked on.
Right.
Right. Yeah. No. Absolutely. Well.
Well, and another thing too, is like, use this off time to help you to further yourself in the estimating department.
Uh-huh.
Look for applications and stuff, that's going to help you bid easier, like ProfitDig, or whatever avenue you take. It's going to help you create a bid in a faster manner and something easier to track. And other applications to coordinate back and forth with your GCs. Get that stuff in place.
Right.
You may not be the biggest contractor out there, but you can be the most prepared contractor.
So you can take that time to improve how you do your business or how you run your business.
Yeah, efficiency.
Yeah, be efficient. Yeah.
Mm. Work on the website.
Yeah,
Work on your
website, yes.
Yeah. Start a blog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
You did a lot of work all year. Let's talk about it. Let's write about it.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I recommend anybody that's out there doing work, find the time to take a few photos of your job before and after.
Photos.
I mean, that stuff. All that stuff can be used for your marketing.
Absolutely.
You're going to need it. And it's probably not something you're thinking about while you're on the job site. You're there, I'm going to do this job, but I also think, how can I leverage this going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I mean, and these are professional cameras. It's insane, the quality. There's no excuse. It's in your pocket at all times. So start using it.
All right. Well,
all right, fellas.
I think we got that about figured out.
That sounds pretty good. And like Jerry here was saying, the rainy season's here. It's wet. It's cold. You probably got bids to be cranking on. So now's the time to put that new bidding and costing solution in place. So check us out, ProfitDig.com.
You mentioned that, like, ProfitDig or any system will require you to spend some time on it. You've got to set stuff up. At least ProfitDig, you set up your headers and bid items and all that stuff in advance. Yeah. And all that stuff is components that you use to build your bids. So while you're not out on the job site, that's a good time to do all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Work on your system. How do you create your bids?
It's hard to improve the system when you're neck deep in the work. So.
Yeah, that's just like sitting on a dozer. If you're not going to use a blade, the dozer's not going to do you much good.
That's right. Yeah. I'm not saying it ain't fun and cool to ride around on them.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You're not getting much done.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, I just want to say,
go for it, Jerry.
Everybody out there, have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hope you all have a fantastic 2024. If you need a bidding and costing application, we certainly invite you to try out ProfitDig. Whatever you do, work on improving your business.
That's it. Yeah. And hey, subscribe to the channel. Like some videos, leave us some comments. If there's something you'd like to talk about, let us know. And don't forget, check us out, ProfitDig.com. Jerry,
See y'all.
See y'all.